In just a few hours, Nvidia is set to report earnings and the entire market is waiting. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. And right before we even jump into today's video, I want to remind you that again, today after the market closes, I plan to host a free live stream where we will be watching it together as Nvidia reports earnings. And depending if it gaps up or gaps down, we might take a few trades during that live stream. If you want to tune on in, all I ask you to do is drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I just want to make sure enough people show up. So again, if it's not too much to ask, I'm looking for a little bit over 1,000 likes. So drop a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I did end up making a little bit over $1,000. I've pretty much closed out my short on Nvidia, and it was during today's live trading session. Friendly reminder: my LPP team gets to watch me trade live every morning. If you ever want to watch me, it's the second link in the description down below. Nvidia quickly gapped up, got rejected by the moving average. I opened up a small little short position, and then I wrote it down as it approached previous support. I bought to cover. I made my money. I bounced. I wasn't trying to overcomplicate it. Nvidia is set to report earnings today, so because of that, I know that the stock itself can begin to de-risk or all of a sudden begin to rocket prior to market close, because that's when it's set to report earnings. I would expect that today is bound to be pretty choppy and pretty volatile. So every trade that I've taken so far, I've been very quick with getting in, getting out, making my money, and bouncing, not overcomplicating any of my trades. And that's really paid off today, at least, right? So the thing that I do want to share with you is, again, for those that did not watch yesterday's video, is what the market's expectation is. The market's expectation for the earnings per share is right around 89 cents per share, and the revenue forecast is $43.12 billion. Nvidia does a great job exceeding expectation for both earnings per share and revenue. The only question or concern is, what's the guidance going to look like for 2025 and 2026? Obviously, there's been some administration issues on restrictions on what Nvidia can sell to countries like China, right? China is a big sector and market for Nvidia, especially for the up and coming future. It sees it as a $50 billion marketplace. And it's going to be, obviously going to take a toll on Nvidia if the US continues to apply these restrictions on Nvidia, right? I've never seen it happen like this before, where an administration can set restrictions on what they can or cannot sell to. Not to this degree, where Trump is slapping 25% tariffs on Samsungs, on iPhones, restricting them from selling anything to China when it comes down to our AI chips. Nonetheless, it's something that we have to be paying attention to, something that we have to be mindful of. So it's going to be interesting to kind of just hear more about or learn more about what they have in store for Nvidia. Nvidia is one of the most valuable companies that's publicly traded. And again, if you're a beginner and watching for the first time, I would really encourage you to just sit back, watch the market react based off of what is reported and how the markets react. I think it could be a good learning experience. You don't always have to be trading or being invested into these specific stocks to partake, right? There's nothing wrong with watching. And at least for myself, I have no intention of carrying a position before it reports earnings by any means, right? When it comes down to my trading account. After it reports earnings, if I see a specific trade setup, I would love to trade it in front of you guys. We'll just see if an opportunity does end up presenting itself. The only other trade that I ended up taking was a PLTR short. I ended up actually catching this rip down. I made a little bit over $1,000, and I just opened up a secondary short as it continues to retest the same resistance, but we're seeing lack of progress on the downside. So not much going on there. I'll keep you guys up to date on how this Nvidia short ends up playing out. But other than that, I'm really excited to see what today ends up presenting. Again, today is going to most likely be a very volatile day. So if you see those quick changes of direction, you just have to respect the kind of day that it is. And it's Nvidia is reporting earnings after the market closes. I hope to see you there for our live session. Please consider dropping a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel. And again, we'll see you after the market closes for Nvidia's earnings. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.